agency here in town. It's now a division of People to My Site. Artie's most recent venture is, and it's an adventure, is speakersite.com, which is one of our sponsors today as well, that I mentioned earlier, which is an open social network of speakers and event planners. Artie, the reason that I asked you to join us from a focus perspective is that persona of the CEO. And you've really had that challenge of having the multiple hats that the Chief Executive Officer represents, and especially when we're talking about a creative firm, when we're dealing with coming up with ideas that are going to be used in a client setting. You know, the chief cook and bottle washer, as well as getting the bills paid, all of that. Talk about that perspective and how that rounding out of the focus, 360-degree focus, works for you.
Great. It took me many years to find out what I can do and what I can't do, or what I don't do well. All the different aspects of the CEO are critical and they have to be done. And I spent more than a decade, almost 2 decades, waiting for me to become talented and able at all of these. And it was only after about 14 years when I realized, you know, there's some aspects of being a CEO and developing a piercing focus that I'm not employing, I'm not doing, and it's unlikely I'm never gonna do it. The idea that in year 16 of my business I would suddenly become this complete comprehensive CEO, well, that's crazy. That's the definition of insanity, that I would somehow figure that out. So what I did was put my trust in someone else. I hired an executive named Mary Call about 3 years ago to run the business and to, in some ways, teach me what a CEO does, because that's what she was doing. And though I own the business, I had the privilege of learning at her feet.